This next story is just heartbreaking. A 3-year-old boy has died after falling out of a window. This happened at a high-rise apartment building in Alexandria. And tonight, the investigation into this tragic situation is just getting started. Our Katie Lusso is live outside of the apartment to fill us in on what we know right now. Katie.
Yeah, and truly a heartbreaking situation for this family of that little boy. He was just 3 years old, and neighbors tell me he fell from a 12th floor window into a space attached to a first floor apartment. Now tonight, I spoke to the woman who lives inside of that apartment.
They brought the body bag in. It was just a little tiny thing.
She asked us not to show her face or share her name as she described the tragedy that unfolded on her balcony Wednesday afternoon on the first floor of the Arrive Apartments on Yoakum Parkway in Alexandria.
I heard this huge thump. It sounded like metal just fell on the balcony. And I jumped up and I looked out the window and I didn't see anything.
About 10 minutes later, she says first responders were knocking on her door.
And asked if they can look out on my window because they think a baby fell on the balcony.
Together, they went to her bedroom window.
I saw the body of the baby. He was laying head up, like he fell on his back.
She says first responders busted the screen of the window and climbed out onto the balcony and began CPR, but she could tell it wasn't looking good.
Never heard the baby cry.
Alexandria Police Chief Don Hayes says the 3-year-old little boy died at the scene.
I feel for the families. I can only imagine what they're going through right now.
He says the child fell from the window of one of the upper floors, but said it was still unclear how.
There was a screen up there. I don't know if the child fell through the screen or not.
He says there were other people inside the home when it happened, but wouldn't share if they were adults or children. For the woman who lives on the first floor, she will never forget that little boy or the sound of his mother's screams.
I heard the mother outside screaming, and it just messed me up because the wail in her voice, it was so piercing.
And you really can't even imagine what that family is going through tonight. Now, I just checked in with Alexandria Police, and they tell me that they are still looking into all of this. They have not released the identity of that 3-year-old little boy. They also told me that nobody is in custody at this point, and no one so far is facing any charges. But of course, this is an ongoing investigation. And of course, the big question tonight is how that little boy was able to fall out of the window. In Alexandria, I'm Katie Lusso, WUSA 9.
This is just so heartbreaking. We're certainly thinking of that little baby's family tonight. Katie, thank you.